July 3, 2025. Gainbridge Fieldhouse was absolutely electric, buzzing with an energy that only a high-stakes WNBA game can create. The air crackled with anticipation as fans poured into the arena, their excitement building with every passing moment. You could feel the collective heartbeat of the city thrumming in the stands. Tonight, the IndianaFever faced a formidable challenge, the reigning champion, Las Vegas Aces. A clash of titans was about to unfold on the hardwood. But this wasn't just any game. The Fever were heading into this contest without their rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark, who was unfortunately sidelined with a painful ankle sprain, a significant blow to the team's offensive firepower. The burning question on everyone's mind: could the Fever, without their star player, possibly compete with the defending champions? Could they find a way to overcome this adversity and rise to the occasion? The Aces, riding the wave of their WNBA dynasty, arrived in Indy with an air of confidence, a clear mission to dominate, and a hunger to prove their continued supremacy. They were the team to beat, and they knew it. For Indiana, this game represented a golden opportunity, a chance to prove their depth, showcase their resilience, and demonstrate that they were more than just one player. Coach Christy Sides, ever the motivator, preached the mantra of next woman up. She emphasized that the team needed to rely on a stifling defense, a fast-paced transition offense, and unwavering teamwork to overcome the absence of their star. The crowd's energy was absolutely electric, a roaring wave of support that washed over the Fever, fueling their determination and igniting a fire within them. They were playing for more than just themselves. They were playing for their city. A'ja Wilson's focus for Vegas was unmistakable. Her game face was locked in, her eyes laser-focused on the prize. She was ready to lead her team to victory. While Indiana's veterans like Natasha Howard looked ready for battle, their experience and leadership crucial in guiding the younger players through this challenging matchup. This wasn't just a regular season game, it was a pivotal contest with significant playoff implications hanging in the balance. Every possession, every rebound, every point mattered. A win for Vegas would not only extend their winning streak but also cement their position at the top of the WNBA standings, solidifying their status as the team to beat. For Indiana, a victory against the Aces would be more than just a win. It would be a resounding statement of legitimacy, a declaration that they were a force to be reckoned with in the league. The stage was set, a powerhouse versus an underdog, a battle of wills, with the entire basketball world watching with bated breath, eager to see who would emerge victorious. The Fever's team chemistry, their unwavering grit, and their collective determination would be tested like never before. This was their moment to prove what they were capable of. The Aces, on the other hand, aimed to demonstrate why they are the gold standard in the league, why they are the defending champions, and why they deserve to be feared. The home crowd, a sea of Fever jerseys, hoped for an improbable upset, knowing that every single possession, every hustle play, and every defensive stop would be crucial in achieving their dream. Tip-off approached, the lights dimmed, and the tension in Gainbridge Fieldhouse was so thick you could cut it with a knife. It was time to play ball. The Las Vegas Aces, the reigning queens of the WNBA, back-to-back champions, a dynasty in the making. They weren't just defending a title, they were defending a legacy. Every game was a statement, every possession a reminder of their dominance. They entered the arena each night not just as a team, but as the league's gold standard, the benchmark against which all others were measured. Their reputation preceded them, a constant pressure to perform, to excel, to maintain their place at the summit. Led by the indomitable A'ja Wilson, a force of nature on both ends of the court, their roster is stacked with all-stars, each a game-changer in their own right, and built on a foundation of unwavering chemistry. They moved as one, anticipated each other's moves, and played with a synergy that was almost telepathic. Their offense is fluid, a symphony of cuts, screens, and pinpoint passes, their defense relentless, a suffocating blanket that smothered opponents and forced turnovers. And coming into this game, they were riding high on a dominant 5-game win streak, each victory more convincing than the last. The Aces system, honed over years of dedication and hard work, makes the extraordinary look routine, turning complex plays into seamless execution. They were a well-oiled machine, a testament to coaching, talent, and unwavering belief in each other. Meanwhile, across the country, the IndianaFever have become one of the season's most exciting and compelling stories. A team reborn, fueled by youthful energy and a hunger to prove themselves. Caitlin Clark's arrival, the most anticipated debut in WNBA history, energized the entire franchise, injecting a new level of excitement and attention into the Fever's season. But their recent surge, their climb up the standings, is about more than just one player. It's a collective effort, a testament to the team's growth and resilience. Natasha Howard's veteran presence, her experience and leadership, has been instrumental in guiding the young Fever squad. And the team's gritty, never-say-die style, their relentless hustle and determination, have made them a tough out for any opponent, regardless of their record. The Aces execute with precision, a surgical approach to offense, dissecting defenses with their crisp passing and calculated movements. They thrive in the half-court, controlling the tempo and dictating the terms with stars like Plum and Gray orchestrating the attack. The Fever, in stark contrast, push the pace at every opportunity, looking to exploit mismatches and catch their opponents off guard. They use their athleticism and transition game to create easy opportunities, turning defense into instant offense with lightning speed. This game was poised to be a fascinating battle for control, a clash of styles, a test of wills. Would Vegas be able to slow it down, impose their will, and grind out a victory? Or could Indiana successfully speed it up, turn it into a track meet, and steal a win on the road? With Clark's unexpected absence, the Fever were forced to dig deep and find new and creative ways to generate offense. The Aces, despite being heavily favored, couldn't afford even a moment of complacency. Indiana's fight was palpable, their determination undeniable. Both teams understood that this was far more than just a mid-season game on the schedule. It was a crucial measuring stick, a chance to assess their progress and gauge their potential against one of the league's elite. The chess match of contrasting styles and strategic adjustments would ultimately define the outcome of the night, a battle of wits as much as a test of skill. The stakes were undeniably high, the atmosphere electric, and both teams were primed and ready to leave it all on the court. The Aces wasted no time asserting themselves. A'ja Wilson scored early, setting the tone with power and finesse. Vegas moved the ball beautifully, finding open shooters and exploiting gaps. The Fever, missing Clark's playmaking, struggled to find rhythm. Indiana's first points came from Erica Wheeler's determined drive, but the Aces answered immediately. Jackie Young's steal and fast break assist to Plum pushed Vegas ahead by double digits. The Fever called timeout, but the Aces' momentum was relentless. By quarter's end, Vegas led 28-15, Wilson already in double figures, rookie Nye hot from deep. Indiana's offense sputtered, hampered by turnovers and tough Aces defense. The home crowd tried to rally their team, hoping for a spark in the second quarter. The Aces looked in total control, their championship pedigree on full display. Indiana needed answers, and fast. The second quarter began, and the Indiana Fever emerged with a palpable surge of renewed energy. You could feel the shift in momentum as they took the court. Natasha Howard immediately set the tone, making her presence felt with a commanding block. It was a statement play, signaling a change in defensive intensity. She followed it up with a strong, decisive post move, scoring in the paint and igniting the crowd. The fans were on their feet, feeding off the team's newfound fire. Indiana's defense became the engine that fueled their offense, creating opportunities and disrupting Vegas's rhythm. This defensive intensity sparked an impressive 8-0 run, swinging the momentum firmly in Indiana's favor. Sophie Cunningham added to the excitement with a clutch three-pointer, sending the fans into a frenzy and bringing them to their feet. The energy in the arena was electric. The Fever's strategic double teams on A'ja Wilson, a key player for Vegas, proved highly effective in disrupting their offensive flow. This defensive pressure led to crucial turnovers, giving Indiana valuable possessions. Erica Wheeler, with her exceptional court vision and speed, pushed the pace relentlessly, keeping the pressure on the Aces. She consistently found open teammates with pinpoint passes and fearlessly attacked the rim, creating scoring opportunities. With each successful play, Indiana's confidence visibly grew, transforming them into a more formidable force. The Aces, however, were steadied by the veteran leadership of Chelsea Gray, who brought a calming presence to their offense. Gray managed to temporarily halt the Fever's momentum with a timely and important jump shot, showcasing her skill and experience. Despite Gray's efforts, Indiana's dominant performance resulted in them outscoring Vegas 24-16 in the second quarter. This impressive surge allowed them to significantly cut the deficit to just 5 points as they headed into halftime. The scoreboard at halftime read 44-39 in favor of the Aces. The Fever had demonstrated remarkable resilience, clawing their way back into contention after a difficult start. This set the stage for a tense and highly anticipated second half, with everything still to play for. The appreciative crowd rewarded their team's grit and determination with a well-deserved standing ovation as they headed to the locker room. Indiana had emphatically proven that they wouldn't simply fold under pressure, showcasing their fighting spirit. The game was far from over, and the second half promised to be a battle. Both teams emerged from halftime ready for a fight. The Aces adjusted, using Wilson as a decoy to create open looks for cutters. Jackie Young scored off a Wilson assist, but Indiana answered with Howard's and won. The third quarter became a back-and-forth slugfest. Neither team could pull away. Cunningham's perimeter shooting kept Indiana close, tying the game at 52. The crowd sensed an upset brewing as the Fever matched the champs shot for shot. Stars traded baskets. Plum for Vegas, Wheeler for Indiana. The lead changed hands multiple times, the intensity rising with every possession. As the quarter ended, Vegas clung to a 65-64 lead. The stage was set for a dramatic finish. Both teams were playing with playoff-level urgency. The Fever had erased the early deficit. The final quarter would decide everything. The fourth quarter belonged to Aja Wilson. She attacked relentlessly, scoring through contact and energizing her team. Wilson's defense was just as impactful. Her block on Boston set up a fast break score. In less than a minute, she scored 4 points and made a statement block. Indiana's offense stalled under Wilson's pressure. Their shots stopped falling. Vegas capitalized. Plum's transition 3 capped a 10-0 run, silencing the crowd. Wilson's dominance shifted momentum, creating a gap Indiana couldn't close. The Fever's earlier fight faded as Vegas seized control. Wilson showcased why she's an MVP candidate, scoring, defending, leading. The Aces' experience showed in crunch time. Indiana battled, but the damage was done. Vegas had taken over when it mattered most. The Fever refused to quit, even as the Aces surged. Howard's jumper ended the Vegas run, and Indiana ramped up defensive pressure. Wheeler's hustle forced a turnover, earning a standing ovation, but every Fever push was met by a poised Aces response. Gray's clutch floater was a dagger. Vegas's late-game composure proved too much. Indiana fought to the end, but the deficit was insurmountable. The Aces calmly closed it out at the free throw line. Indiana's resilience was admirable, but not enough. With the Fever clinging to hope, the Aces delivered the knockout blow. Vegas moved the ball, drawing the defense, and found rookie Aaliyah Nye wide open in the corner. Nye's three-pointer, her biggest shot of the night, pushed the lead to 11 with a minute left. The Aces bench erupted. The arena felt the finality. Nye's performance highlighted Vegas's depth. Rookies stepping up on the biggest stage. Her shooting opened space for Wilson and the guards all game. The final minute was a formality, as Vegas dribbled out the clock. Nye's dagger was the exclamation point on a dominant fourth quarter. The Aces had answered every challenge. Their championship DNA was undeniable. The final horn sounded. Aces 92, Fever 81. The score belied how close the game truly was. Aja Wilson's 34 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks led Vegas, with Plum and Nye providing key support. Indiana's Howard and Cunningham shined, showing the Fever's depth even without Clark. For Vegas, it was another statement win, solidifying their place atop the league. Their blend of stars and role players makes them the team to beat. Indiana, despite the loss, proved they can compete with the best. Their resilience and growth were on full display. This game will fuel their belief and development moving forward. The future is bright for both teams, one a dynasty, the other a rising force.